The most comfortable way into the Berchtesgaden National Park leads over Lake Königssee. One of the electric boats takes you to the Hirschau Peninsula. Here, at an elevation of 600 metres above sea level, stands this mountain lake's main landmark, St. Bartholomew's Church, a place of pilgrimage. Right next to it is a restaurant with a beer garden. It's a great place to stop for a bite and let first impressions sink in.
You can sit on the boat, let everything slide past and go into raptures.
It's gorgeous, breathtaking. I can't find words for it.
If you enjoy a challenge, you can take a climbing route into the only German national park in the Alps. The mountain guides show participants how to secure themselves properly because for many it's their first attempt at rock climbing. The route takes you up Mount Grünstein, 1,306 metres high.
Hey Christian, pass auf, dass sie das da nicht verhängt. Bist schon drüber, gell? Ja, passt schon.
At difficult passages there are helpful hints, like whether to go right or left.
Links bleiben oder rechts wechseln?
Ein bisschen nach rechts, gell?
In this case, bear right. Then the route leads over a chasm, metre by metre towards the summit. After 3 hours, the group have reached their destination.
It's left a few marks, but generally I coped with the altitude better than I'd expected to.
The village of Obersalzberg is part of Berchtesgaden. Under Nazi rule, it was the most important centre of power after Berlin. Hitler spent a third of his time as Chancellor here in Obersalzberg. The dark chapter in Germany's history is dealt with in a documentation centre. Hitler had already come here as a tourist in the 1920s and built out the village into a seat of government after taking power and expelling the local residents. Here the Nazi leaders planned their crimes, but they also vacationed.
A great number of people who come here in summer as tourists don't want to deal directly with the Nazi past. They want to look through the keyhole into Hitler's private life, how he lived, what he was like in private, what was his relationship with Eva Braun. That's why they come. We pick up on that and pave the way to informing them about the context of the Third Reich. That seems to appeal to people.
The extensive bunker complexes, some of the few remaining structures from the Nazi era, show that Obersalzberg was no carefree holiday paradise. Kehlstein House, known in English as the Eagle's Nest, has remained unscathed. Here, display panels describe its history, from its building by the Nazis to liberation by the Allies. The panoramic view from 1834 metres is unchanged and still impressive.
You can't explain this view until you're standing here. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's breathtaking.
From up here you have everything in your sights, from Lake Königssee to the Watzmann, the peak that towers above everything in the Berchtesgaden Alps.